Hello, and thank you for contributing to the International Transurfing Institute by paying to see this video. We greatly appreciate it. And today I'm going to give one of my most favored exercises. A lot of people have seen a lot of new material come into their reality via this exercise, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it today. It is called 30 Anomalous Actions. And basically what 30 anomalous actions means is for 30 consecutive days, you are to take one action every day that is outside of your normal repertoire of what you do. So we have a few points here. If you would like to implement this technique into your reality, if you have a goal, if you do not have a goal, and then we will give a little bit of an example. So if you have an existing goal, let's say you want to become something, or you want to move somewhere, or there's some big change that you would like to see in your reality, every single day for 30 consecutive days, you take one step outside of what your normal daily activities are that are in line with that goal. Okay, so it could be anything from doing research to networking to developing a concept of something you want to do in a more realistic way rather than it just being a thought in your head. If you do not have an existing goal, this is where this exercise can get a little bit fun and a little bit interesting. For 30 consecutive days, you take one abnormal step every single day in your reality towards something that catches your attention or something that inspires you, or maybe you overhear somebody talking about something and it gives you an idea that you follow through on some sort of action. Now you have to remain creative and you have to have a little bit of a commitment to this exercise, and I will be honest, after a couple of weeks it does get increasingly more challenging because you have to look outward and see opportunities for things for you to act on. So it's any unique action, right? It's anything that you feel is outside of your normal activity. So again, the practice is to create new material, right? Which will transfer you onto a new track. So this is great if you are feeling stuck on a life track, right? If your set and decorations or the script and decorations are consistently not really moving in a way, are you feeling stagnant, or something's going on that's you're not able to create new material on that track. So again, transurfing, I've summed it up into one word, it's action. So if you can consistently take one normal action for 30 days, I promise you new tracks will open up to you. So a tip, look for signs, right? And go with the flow. So there are all sorts of things in our reality every day that we can use as signs that we're on, or maybe entering onto a new track, or something has presented itself to us like a new goal or a new door. And then we also have to remember to go with the flow of variations here and, remain open to outer intention, maybe not getting so fixated on, especially if you're doing the 30 anomalous actions and you have no goal, right? Don't pigeonhole yourself and get yourself into a position where you're only going after one specific thing. Remain open to other possibilities, other variations in your daily reality, and go with the flow, see where they take you. And I promise you, if you are doing this for an existing goal, if you're doing it for a non-existing goal and you want to find a goal, this is an excellent exercise to get new material on your current track. So Gian here has actually done the exercise herself, and she's going to speak a little specifically about what it did for her, and then it's up for your interpretation of how you would like to use it. But it's very effective, and it's a great transurfing challenge. So again, yeah, Gian?
Yes, thank you. So I would like to give an example that Renee gave when I was attending a seminar. It was at the very early days when I found transurfing, so I was not that familiar or I wasn't really practicing transurfing in a let's say structured way. This exercise was a very good way for me to know that it's a very effective way, that if you want to implement the concepts but actually really want to achieve a goal, that action is a very important and integral part of transurfing. So my personal experience and example was about a year and a half ago when I wanted to buy an apartment. And previously I was always thinking about all the possibilities, or actually all the things that were not possible to buy this apartment. But going through these steps, every day I would get inspired to write something down in order to get closer to my goal. So I recognize that maybe it's difficult for you to maybe write 30 steps in one go, but I would recommend to maybe start with 5 or 6. And you get inspired every day, kind of like going with the flow, because every time when you take a step, another lead comes or another sign comes up. Or for example, I was talking to a financial advisor, and this guy had an idea about maybe another area that I was supposed to look. He told me that maybe my budget wasn't really for within the price range of the area that I was looking at. So I maybe initially I would have been like kind of stubborn and persisting in looking in that specific area, but I was kind of open and I followed his advice, and it actually led to the apartment that I now have. Yep. So it's a very powerful way to slowly get to your goal, and it also gets you to the practice of taking action, because most of the time we think about taking action but we don't do it.
Yes.
And by forcing yourself to do something every day for 30 days, which is quite a lot actually, but it gives so fast results, and I can really recommend to take this on.
Yes, so that was an excellent example, Gian. Again, as you were saying, the financial advisor was, urging you to look in another area. So again, when we have a specific goal in mind and we feel that we understand specific steps that we need to take to accomplish that goal, we're oftentimes excluding, again, signs in our reality that may want to point us in a direction where we're going to achieve something more quickly, or we're going to achieve it in a better way that we thought we would achieve it. So, going with the flow in this exercise really do go hand in hand. It's an exercise where you do have to take the steps, but at the same time, ultimately what it's doing is allowing you open doors to see signs in your reality that you can then play off of, that you will need to play off of to be able to make it through the full 30 days, because it is quite a challenge. So if you are game for it and you make it through the full 30 days, we would really appreciate you writing maybe something short about your experience with this exercise, and we can use it as a testimonial for further people that would like to do this as well. So yes, good luck to you. Again, existing goal or non-existing goal, this is guaranteed to jumpstart your reality, and we hope that you have found this exercise something that intrigues you and will help you in transurfing to a new track. So good luck to you. Thanks.
Thanks.